Good day, my guys. Welcome back to this channel. To those that are yet to subscribe to this channel, if you have not subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button, like and share. So, last week I actually did some analysis which I pasted to my Patreon channel. I told you guys that in case you are interested, you can actually check it out. So on that Monday, I did analysis which I only pasted to my Patreon viewers that I said that we will be getting a drop on this NASDAQ 100, which we actually did. So you can see this massive drop. Then also, on Friday, on Thursday, right, when this massive move was made, which I was not really expecting, due to the fact that interest rates was increased. So I was expecting NASDAQ 100 to drop. Everybody was actually expecting it, but eventually the thing went up and it took out a lot of traders. Right now, I now said, okay, if that would be the case, definitely a drop will be made. Like what goes up must surely come down. So I told my Patreon channel, I told my Patreon, subscribers, I told her that I told them that around that New Year section on Thursday, which was on yesterday, around that New Year section, we should be expecting a drop that will continue till Friday, the day, which is today, which is on Friday. So yesterday, around that New Year section, I think it was around that 2 hours to close that New Year section. Eventually, NASDAQ 100 started dropping. Today also, we can see that this price is red, we've gone bearish. So is this drop over? Definitely not. More drop is to come. So if you would want to get an update, check the channel below. I'll be putting a link to my Patreon channel. You can actually give it a try. Like I said, I will be giving out trade or analysis that I believe we have 70 to 90% chance of hitting that trade. That is what I have intend to do with that channel. You can actually give it a try. I'm going to also be putting, like S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, UK 100, US 30, some of these stock index. So actually give it a try. I'll be giving out, some content that I believe we have high probability of hitting such trade. So I'll put a link in the comment section below. Now let's get started with this NASDAQ 100. We are going to start with the full analysis. First of all, we are going to be looking at the technical as no, we will take a look at the sentimental aspects, we will take a look at the fundamental aspects, and we'll take a look at the technical aspects. And what I am watching out, or what I'm trying to say, that this NASDAQ 100 will fall, we definitely drop hard. But we will take a look at the three aspects of it, why I'm saying such. Let's take a look at this sentimental aspects of this moment on the stock. Now, like I said, I'm sure you are all hearing the news about this Russia-Ukraine war, whereby Russia is planning a massive offensive. People are trying to say maybe next month, that is early March or late this month, which is February. I mean, the sentimental aspect of it, that if in case that if that's in case that massive offensive will be played out, then I can tell you that more of this will actually drop. We actually had this NASDAQ 100 started dropping last year. It was around that January, it started dropping. Since that, Russia-Ukraine war, since then, stock market has not really been doing fine. It will just be dropping, then correct a little bit, drop. Still, till now, we are still expecting that drop. So if in case that's what we continue to go ahead and, the massive offensive starts, right, more drop. The reason is that we can see that more food prices will actually increase because there will be scarcity of it. Wheat, what we like bread that they use wheat to make, it will actually increase. So price of food stores will start increasing, which will actually affect the stock market. So if you want to know more about that, you can go ahead and do research. Now let's get to the fundamental aspects of it. Due to the rate of inflation, no doubt about it, one of the causes of this inflation is the war that we are experiencing. So due to the inflation, interest rates was increased. We all know that in the long run, interest rates is not good for the stock market. Once there's an increase in interest rates, companies find it more expensive to borrow money, right? And this, in case, it's which is actually not good for the company on organization, and thereby we will start seeing many of these stocks value start dropping, the shares start dropping. When these things start dropping, then this index itself that cover the stocks will also drop. Something like S&P 500 will drop, NASDAQ 100 will drop. So in the long run, as NASDAQ 100, we expect it. This is a stock index; it will actually drop. Now let's take a look at its technical aspect. I've covered this for sentimental aspects. I've just covered the fundamental aspects, due to increase in interest rates. Bank of England have already increased their interest rates. The US have also increased, the federal fund rate has also been increased, due to interest rates increase. So we all know that it is not good for the stock markets. Now let's go to the technical aspects. We will take a look at it on the monthly time frame. What can you see? Definitely, this is a bearish move and price is dropping. Now, see this movement, right? So, if you should take a look at this to be a drop and this to be happens to be a pullback, now you take a look at this to be a new drop and then a pullback. You can see this pullback, right, was made, and now another drop was made that took out this previous low. So you can see that once a drop make, it will actually take out the previous lows. Now this we see as a pullback, so we expect a rejection here. Reason is that price has once reacted to this level, which is more visible on the daily time frame. We will get into that soon. So now that this pullback has been made, we will be expecting another drop. Like I said, another drop is coming. So in the long run, I think it will be more visible by around the period of March. Maybe once a month of February, and you'll see it drop. You'll see when you get to the month of March. Basically, in the month of March, around that time period, March, April, that I think you'll be able to see, the stock market is actually dropping. So in the long run, especially if you're a position trader, all you would want to know is that this NASDAQ 100 will drop. So if you're a very long-term trader, I think this is a good opportunity to go ahead and sell. Now down to the weekly time frame. So you can sit on the weekly, though the weekly time frame is still bullish, no doubts about that. So now let's take a look at it on the weekly time frame. You can see that there was a kind of like a rejection at this level. So there was also a rejection at this level, and yet again there was a rejection at this level. So we can see that price has come to the same level and there is a rejection. You can see a candlestick wick sticking at the top. So now this price is actually dropping. So I want you to know that for this week that we're looking at, we would expect price to actually hit this level. I think a level of 1137, if 1100 plus around that period. Currently we are trading at 12,000. Oh, sorry, 12,130 something or 12,100 plus. That is what I want you guys to watch out for. NASDAQ 100 should actually drop to that level, which is a level of 12,100 and something if you want. Currently, we are trading at 12,550, 12,567. That is what my price is currently showing. Maybe once the market close, we should close maybe lower than that or higher than that, who knows? Well, so there will still be a drop this week on this NASDAQ 100. We will be expecting a bearish move to play out. So this is what I'm watching. Let's just assume if in case this happens to be a bullish move. I mean, if in case this is a massive move, right, and there is a pullback, and then again a massive move. Of course, one thing for sure we tell you that a pullback needs to be played. So this is what we will be watching out for, a pullback at this level. So if in case price will continue to go up, I will make sure I'm going to give you an update. That is to my Patreon subscribers. If you become my Patreon subscriber by checking the link below, I'll give you the updates. And if it will continue to drop, I'll also let you know. So well, this week, right, on NASDAQ 100, we should be expecting a drop. That is what I want you guys to know. Now down to the daily time frame, right? You can see that this movement was made. So I mean, if you were my Patreon subscriber, you'll be able to testify when I said, we should be expecting. Actually, at first I told them that they should not take this buy, right? No, which was on Thursday. I told them that they should not take that buy. Though I know some might have taken that buy, but actually I did not. What I was watching out for was a sell setup. I wanted to sell. That was me. I wanted to sell. So I literally watched this NASDAQ 100 actually play out that bullish move, and I stay out of it. So when it was around that New Year section, about 3 hours for that New Year section to close, the price started giving me, some setup to sell, which I actually sold, right? I also held that position to the next day, which is Friday, and price is still dropping. I believe also on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we will continue to drop till actually take out these lows that I'm talking about, that we expect NASDAQ 100 for this week that we are predicting. At least NASDAQ 100 will drop to this same level. So maybe once it drops to this same level, maybe then a pullback will be made. But I wanted to note that a drop will also definitely play out, at least to tap this 10 period simple moving average. Now take a look at this. There was a movement up, and this is a pullback that tapped this moving average. If you take a look at this, this is a movement and a pullback was made that tapped this moving average. And same thing again, movement was made and we had a pullback that tapped this moving average. Now, this is a massive move, right? So we expect a pullback that will come to tap this moving average. For it to tap this moving average, it will tap the moving average around this level here that I've highlighted, right? Maybe once the moving average move a little bit small, a little bit up, and this price drop, at least it will tap that moving average. Then we would know if price will continue to go up or it will actually drop. Like I said, I'm going to let you guys to know. So for this week, we'll be expecting a bearish move. So that is why I said check this channel below. Become my subscriber on Patreon because there are some updates that are coming that I would love to share with you. That is only those who are my Patreon subscribers will be able to get such updates. So now back to this matter, we will be expecting a drop. So Friday we actually had this bearish move, which is today. On Monday, Tuesday, I believe we would have such movement. But before that, I think pullback will be made. That is why I said let's go to the 4-hour time frame now. So if you should take a look at this move, this is a drop. So I've seen this to be a pullback. Now another drop is being made. So I will be expecting this drop to actually take out these lows on Monday. So maybe once it drops a little bit, maybe a pullback will be made, then another drop. So basically something like lower lows, lower highs will continue to play out. So like I said, become my Patreon subscriber. So I'm going to give you an update. So that is what I have for you for this week. So if you need more updates, more advice and updates, then check the link below. I will be able to give you, updates in that link below.